Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Project Highrise, The Perfect Start, Part 2. Yes, it's been a bit of time since I released Part 1, and as you can see, the building has already been expanded. Now, what I'm planning to do here is we have the office side of the building, and as you can see to the right-hand side, we have started to put in residential accommodation. Now, with the residential accommodation, we already have bin collection on each floor, which ensures that we are able to satisfy all of the needs of our residents. Now let's do some ad placements, and that will reduce the cost of our utilities. Also, you'll notice on the 2 floors that I've already built, there is space for recycling as well. So you will need recycling bins and trash bins on each floor to fully meet the requirements of the higher end properties as you continue to develop the residential side. So here we go, see there is the trash, and we already have those apartments in and running. Now we only have $2, so we are literally waiting for more revenue to come in. We're at plus 1,870 a day, and we also have some details running as well, some contracts. So these are the different companies. We've got profoundly profitable and industry diversification running, but for that we still need to build quite a lot of office space. So we need more medical professionals, more financial professionals, and more legal professionals. Creative professionals, we are already there. So there's our budget summary for the day. We get an extra, there we go, up to 3,217 because we were running that ad replacement, which reduced our utility costs. So we shall now build out some of the next floor. We'll go all the way. That's it. And now you need to place your elevators. So as you can see, we've already expanded now. We have 2 elevators from that original building that you saw, and we've expanded a little bit beyond that. Click through the building staff. So something there is new, there it is, and that is a supply room. Now that supply room allows you to have cleaners on 3 floors, and you continuously unlock new ones that allow you to add them to different places. So we need to connect up the utilities for there, but what we will do is we will expand to be able to place that closet, so the cleaning closet on each floor. Now what that does is that reduces the build-up of grime. Grime being something that means your maintenance guys need to go in and redecorate the building rooms very often, which can be a pain. So there we go, there is a closet, but what we're going to need to do is expand a little bit further because it's a 2x2 room. So we'll cancel that off. First of all, we need to get, that is currently missing some of its utilities. So let's go to utilities and power. Even though it was right next to a power generator, it still didn't have power. Always fun. So water, we are down, there we go, we need to add another one, and then we need to add the pipe, and there we go. So that now has water. So it now has water and electricity, which is what is needed, and then we will need to add the closets, but we only have $100 left. So we'll run ad placements again, which will reduce our daily cost, and we should get another 3,000 odd when that continues to run. So in the meantime, we've got a couple of, we can put in some extra offices. There we go. Use up the space that we've created. That's it. Can we fit one there? No. Okay, we can fit 2 small ones in there. There we go, 2 small offices. And then let's get some people in there. So we've got 1 creative, but not really much else there to be able to actually put the people in to the office spaces. So again, we need to wait for more residents to arrive so that we can put them into those offices. Okay, so let's close that off. Again, let that clock tick. There we go. So we've now got 2,600. We can pause and we can have decided what we're going to do. So we're going to destroy that. There we go. Now we need to put, that's it, power, and also a water and gas and pipe closet in as well, because you need to be able to make sure that you're able to run all of the utilities that you need to the offices. So again, we're going to be losing a lot of that money that we've just made from the day. But the important thing is that you remain on the positive side, so you have a positive net cash flow each day. And as you slowly expand, eventually you will hit the point where you're making so much money each day that it doesn't really matter that much. Now let's expand. There we go, because then we can get those closets in. So there we go. Run back on full speed again. Our people running around the building in the middle of the night. So we now have an accounting office and a creative. So let's put the creative office in, and let's put the accounting office in as well. Only expects an electrical line. So, and as you can see, the insurance office is a much lower revenue. So there we go. Now what is that missing? It's already missing something. It is missing a phone line. So we forgot to put the phone line in. So let's put that in. There we go. Still got just over $1,000 left. So we can continue. There we go. Now let's have a look. Creative and technical offices, legal offices, which is something that we do need to put in. See, we need legal, medical, and professional. Now medical, the problem with medical is it requires water, which is never ideal. So that needs a phone line, prefers upper floors, hates noisy areas, blah, blah, blah. A lot of that stuff you'll actually find starts becoming more relevant as your tower develops. There is more stuff you'll have to do to keep people happy. You'll have to start putting in statues and other like nice amenities to increase the surrounding prestige to keep people happy. Now we've had file storage is required, so we need to wait for our guys to finish constructing. Oh, we haven't done it quite wide enough. Okay, that's always handy. So let's add a couple more. That's we're now left with $300. Ouch. Okay, now let's get that file storage services. Of course, now we're now we don't have enough money. So again, it's that let's wait for stuff and let's get another office in there while we can. Okay, so that is the build cost that we don't have. We don't have enough money to do it. So again, we're going to have to wait till the following day before we're going to be able to actually do it. Let's run those ad placements again so that we can reduce our overall daily cost so that at the end of the day we get more revenue to be able to expand. Let's put in that other medium office. There we go. So we've got space for 2 medium offices there. Once the end of the day comes, we'll be able to put stuff to work. Now vending machines are good to have on each floor because the offices will appreciate having those vending machines so that you can go and get a snack in the middle of your workday. Of course, were this a COVID world, the entire building would of course be empty apart from the residential aspect of the tower, and our revenue would be appalling. Luckily that's not the case. We've just completed, there we go, fantastic. We've now got 8,600, so now we can pick up another one as well. So people magnet, more commuters, you get 4,500 for that one. You've got residential potential underneath, so it's a case of deciding which contract you're going to want to sign. So again, residential potential only gives you $1,500, but it's a relatively easy target, and studio apartments is the same. So we decide which one. So more commuters, there we'll decide on that one, because the office side of our building is much better. So now there we go. So we've now got 3 legal professionals, 3 creatives, 1 financial, and we still need a few more. So medical. Okay, so needs a greater variety of shops there, I do believe. Okay, and that's the thing. Some offices require certain things. So let's just get some ones that we can put in, because that's going to be some additional revenue as well. So the revenue at the moment is quite important. So once those financial professionals move in, they'll also tick off the third one down. And then it's a case of 3 medical professionals that we'll need to complete that contract. Now let's get those water closets in so that the first 3 floors of the office building there, the grime will decrease as they clean. So that will be very helpful for those first 3 floors, so the maintenance costs won't be quite so high because those guys will be working hard. Now we've got a lot of extra money now, so what we can do is expand sideways to put in some more food places so that we can entice the medical professionals into the building. So, and let's also expand the basement, because you always need some additional space there as well for your ancillary, so your supply rooms and also your ancillaries, so your office requirements, so cleaning services, professional services, post, copying, all those different things that they require. Oh, we've got somebody up here not being satisfied, not enough phone switchboards. Okay, so we're out of phone capacity, so let's go to phones. Okay, let's add another small one. That will automatically connect up, give us an additional 10. Electricity, where are we currently running on there? So we're going to need some more electricity as well. Now this gives 50 additional capacity, that only gives 10. So that's the other thing as well. As you progress, you will start adding the bigger generators and start stripping out some of the smaller generators that you had, because you'll no longer need them. So we've now got a total production of 150, so we can blow that one up. There we go, don't need it anymore, which also reduced the cost. Now water production is at 30 and demand is 20, so we're still okay there. Okay, we've got another one now on the ground floor that needs something, so let's get the power running all the way across. There we go, that's it, and off they go, so they'll now be happy as well. But more importantly, as you can see, we're net positive each day, so although we've run the campaign back to back for the last 3 days, even without that campaign running, we do still make money each day, which is the important part. Now that large restaurant is going to need some additional space, so let's build some more floor and do this first floor as well. There we go. I'll go back to where we were. Okay, so large restaurant, that's a medium one. So let's maybe put a medium in. Don't necessarily need to put large, or shall we go large? No, let's put a large restaurant in. There we go. Now it's a case of deciding who's going to go in there. Of course, at the moment we've got all those people, so let's just pause it. Okay, so we've got sports bars, Italian restaurants, Mexican restaurants, brunch spots, family restaurants. And there's 2 potential tenants for that. Italian. Okay, so we've got 480 or 490 revenue per day. Needs electrical, water and gas. Of course, it's a restaurant. So it doesn't really matter which one we pick. Always pick the highest, because it gives you that higher level of revenue each day. Now we need electricity. We also need water. There we go. And of course we need gas. Okay, now gas, we've got a long way to run the pipe from. Current demand is only 2, so that's fine. So now let's go to the gas pipe, expand that all the way across. We've still got some money left. Perfect. Cancel that off and hit play. There we go. So now that restaurant will move in without any issues. I can see some dirt on the first floor, on the ground floor even, for some of the offices. They're starting to look a little bit grubby. But that's fine. We haven't unlocked the larger one yet, so 1,500, get that all done. So that maintenance chap will now go around and redecorate all of the dirty offices so that the tenants are happier with their workplaces. Now we've got space to put in more offices, so there we go, put in 4, cancel that off, and now we need to expand all of the supplies. So there's electricity, and of course next one will be phone line and water for medical offices. Okay, so phone line, expand that in as well. There we go, we're getting plenty of buzz from that new restaurant, which is adding to our buzz total, which we can use for those ad campaigns, which is handy. Okay, so what do we need? We need medical professionals. Okay, and this is, as I was saying, we need water. So let's get water pipes to where they need to be. There we go, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we can go back and we can put the 3 medical offices. What do we still? We need a greater variety of restaurants that serve breakfast. So that is our next objective. But I do hope you're enjoying this series. Until next time, I'm Know It All Gaming, and this is Project Highrise.